What I'm about to share with you might come as a surprise, perhaps even a shock. If you're watching this video right now, it's not by chance. You're here for a reason. Your hidden potential, your superpowers, if you will, have begun to surface. Yes, there have been times when you felt isolated, maybe even cursed by loneliness. But in those quiet, solitary moments, a higher power was preparing you, shaping you into a faithful protector. These moments of solitude are not just periods of isolation. They are profound opportunities for transformation. It is in these times that you truly find yourself, uncover your latent abilities, and awaken talents that few can comprehend. If you don't watch this video to the end, you might miss out on understanding the extraordinary gifts that set you apart from the majority, about 80% of people. Recognizing these gifts is crucial for your divine purpose. Now I want you to do 3 things. Like this video, subscribe so we can reach 10,000 subscribers, and leave the number 99 in the comments. This number carries immense energy and will amplify the message of this video. Also, if you are truly one of the chosen, you'll watch this video to the end because, deep down, you already know that this message is meant for you. Let's embark on a deep journey to discover who you truly are. The Ice Head. Emotional resilience and control. Solitude is like a vast, barren landscape. In the silence, only the strongest characters are forged. This is why the special power of the Ice Head is often misunderstood by many. The seemingly cold exterior of the chosen can be perceived as a lack of emotion or even humanity. But in reality, it is a reflection of an intense internal battle taking place in the depths of their soul, forged in the crucible of solitude. Imagine yourself in an environment where all the noise of the outside world is muted. You are left alone with your thoughts. In this silence, the chosen ones are compelled to confront themselves. There is no escape. It is a duel with deep-seated fears, childhood insecurities, and the pains of life. The soul of the chosen exists in a kind of spiritual desert, a mechanism where emotions intensify and the mind seeks to avoid facing the harshest realities. This desert is a symbol of spiritual purification. Think of the 40 days and 40 nights Jesus spent in the desert. Without food or water, facing the deepest temptations, Satan offered him power, riches, and ease. But in his solitude, Jesus found his true strength and went beyond external promises. This trial should be seen not just as a resistance to external temptations, but as a way to find inner strength so that nothing could distract him from his purpose. Similarly, the chosen ones are led into their own desert, where they face not an external enemy, but their own inner battle. The loneliness makes their deep inner voices even more pronounced. The fear of failure, the shame of the past, the feeling of inadequacy, these feelings become their worst enemies. It is a conflict, like a war, in which the chosen ones must decide whether or not to surrender to despair. This kind of transformation does not happen overnight. Like in an alchemical process, lead must be transformed into gold. The chosen ones go through a constant phase of emotional purification. Every painful experience is deeply analyzed, understood, and ultimately transformed into wisdom. In these lonely moments, the chosen one becomes their own inner alchemist, working tirelessly to turn their anger into compassion, their frustration into patience, and their fear into courage. Picture this. A chosen one sitting alone, staring deeply into a blank wall. There are no distractions. The only sound is their heartbeat. In this intense silence, memories return. Past mistakes are revived and anxieties about the future deepen. This is where the real mental work begins. The mind looks for ways to escape, but the chosen one, with almost military discipline, turns their attention back to themselves. This is like training to face the fear of loss every day, like a spiritual warrior. Take a moment now and share this video with someone you love. You can help them discover their true power. Also, support this video by clicking the Super Thanks button. The amount is not important. Let it be a sign that you realize that a higher power brought this message to you just when you needed it. Give this support as a way of saying, "I got your message, God." Now, let's go deeper into the message. While many people turn to social media or other distractions for instant relief, the chosen ones have the courage to face everything head-on. They learn to calm their own minds and breathe deeply. They let emotions flow, but they don't get attached to them. Each session of solitude is like a lesson in self-control. In the beginning, there is confusion, but over time, the Chosen One becomes the master of their inner kingdom. The storms they face can never bring them down. The Ice Head is a survival mechanism that goes far beyond emotional control. The Chosen know that to fulfill their purpose, they must develop a resilience that most will not understand. While it is true that they feel pain, they have acquired a unique ability not to give in to it. Like trees that bend with the wind but do not break, the Chosen Ones adapt, rebuild themselves, and remain stable. This approach manifests itself in various ways. When the world around them is in panic, the Chosen One manages to remain calm. When arguments escalate, they use few words, but their words are as effective as a sharp sword. They understand that most battles are unnecessary at some point, and often recognize that true victory lies in not reacting. This practical wisdom is a rare superpower, for few can master their emotions to this degree. The peace that the Chosen find is not the absence of conflict. It is mastery over the situations that affect them. They achieve this peace through invisible tears and silent prayers. Unlike most people who strive to change the outside world, the Chosen strive to transform themselves. They understand that true power lies in their control over their own souls, not in something that anyone can take away. X-ray vision. The ability to see beyond appearances, a distinctive trait among the Chosen, is their ability to see beyond appearances. This is seeing with the eyes of the soul, beyond the physical eyes. The power of X-ray vision is a deep spiritual ability developed in solitude. The Chosen perceive the people and the world around them as silent observers. In inner peace, away from distractions, the Chosen Ones sharpen their ability to perceive the hidden aspects of others. Where most people live on the surface, the Chosen dive deeper and catch overlooked details. Imagine you are in a room and everyone is wearing masks. When you smile and talk, these interactions lack depth, but for the Chosen Ones, these masks are transparent. They can see cracks, contradictions, and emotional clues that are not immediately discernible at a quick glance. This perceptive ability gives them a great advantage in sensing what is really going on around them. When the Chosen gain X-ray vision, it comes from observing events unfiltered, like a gift. The world is like a theater stage, and the Chosen One plays the role of a spectator, carefully watching every movement, every word spoken, and more importantly, what is not said. During periods of introspection, these Chosen Ones develop their perception and learn to read people's energy and sense their hidden intentions. While the words may be friendly and sweet, understanding what is really happening is an important part of this journey. Think of Jesus. He was not deceived by their outward wealth or wisdom, as he saw their true intentions before the Pharisees and doctors of the law. He calls them whitened tombs, beautiful on the outside but empty and dark on the inside. Through his spiritual vision, Jesus was able to see the true heart of people. Similarly, through many years of observation, the Chosen Ones developed the ability to discern what is real and what is false. This ability is like a protective shield in a world of ambiguous intentions. Perceiving the truth means going beyond words. When the Chosen enter a place, they can immediately feel the energy of the place, the heaviness or lightness, the tension or the warmth of the atmosphere. This is because they see not only with their eyes, but also with their hearts. This deep connection helps the Chosen to navigate the world more confidently, allowing them to avoid traps and toxic relationships. When you see someone smiling and smiling, but with a sense of revenge, while most people perceive that smile as sincere, the Chosen recognize the contradiction. The burden, the evasive look in the eyes, and the space between words give them a bigger picture. The X-ray vision of the Chosen makes them almost immune to lies and manipulations, because nothing hidden can escape their watchful eye for long. One of their gifts is that they have faced their own fears, which increases their capacity to recognize similar marks in others. Solitude trains them to observe without judgment, allowing them to understand reality more deeply. This patience and ability to observe creates a rare inner strength that the Chosen Ones possess, because they are determined to see truths that so many overlook. Jesus showed true discernment in his encounter with the Samaritan woman. He demonstrated a deep understanding that went beyond mere appearance, revealing hidden truths about her. She is surprised not because she knows his story, but because she sees the true emptiness inside him. The Chosen have the ability to read not only the outer world, but also the soul. The ability to see beyond appearances brings with it the ability to recognize souls who have gone through a similar deep journey. When two such souls come together, the connection is immediate, for each recognizes the authenticity in the other. Their energies meet in natural harmony without the need for further words or explanation. In silence, the Chosen Ones develop a supernatural sensitivity. They can feel one another's inner conflicts even if their words say otherwise. They can perceive the hidden pain between smiles and the fear disguised as courage. This deep, true connection is a quality that sets them apart from the 80% of people who get lost in appearances and deceptions. For the Chosen, seeing is much more than looking on the surface. It is feeling, perceiving, and understanding. Hyperclarity, the power of a focused mind in solitude. The Chosen find the perfect environment to develop a sharp, focused, and effective mind. This clarity acts like an internal compass, always pointing in the right direction, and the Chosen Ones can navigate through the chaos of life with an accuracy that surprises others. What most people don't know is that this hyperclarity doesn't just happen. It is the result of many moments of introspection, when the Chosen Ones are distracted from the external noise and have to face the true nature of their thoughts and desires. It is a continuous process of purification, like polishing a rough diamond into its best shape. When the outside world falls silent, the Chosen Ones learn to distinguish the necessary from the unnecessary. Silence is clarity's greatest friend. In moments of solitude, away from everyday distractions, thoughts are perceived more clearly in such an environment. Imagine sitting alone in an empty room. No other sounds around, only the sound of your own breathing. At first, the mind tries to be filled with memories, worries, and inner dialogues. But over time, as the mental noise subsides and thoughts fall into line, the chaos is organized. This clarity is like the calm and clear sea after a storm. This clarity enables the Chosen One to see all the facts, free from all distortions, emotional or fearful. Think of the clarity Moses experienced on Mount Sinai, away from the crowds, receiving direct instruction from God. The clarity he gained at the top of the mountain was vital to his mission. This process equipped him with a power that enabled him to make decisions that affected generations. In the same way, in the lonely peaks of their minds, the Chosen find the guidance they need to overcome obstacles. The Chosen One learns to make peace with silence, and this silence becomes a stage on which all truths are revealed. They no longer have room to hide their intentions, fears, or insecurities. Every decision is met with courage, scrutinized and processed, until only the pure and true remains. In this process, the Chosen Ones develop the ability to make quick and intuitive decisions. They have trained their minds to act with clarity and decisiveness. This high clarity is manifested in many impressive ways in the daily lives of the Chosen Ones. While the complex situations they face trap their minds in a maze of possibilities, on the contrary, they are able to quickly determine the best way forward, diving straight to the point like a sharp sword. Their decision-making ability comes not from emotional impulses, but from a deep knowledge of themselves and their priorities. This is because the Chosen know that while their decisions may seem strange or sudden from the outside, they understand that every choice has weight and consequence. They do not drag themselves into the vortex of indecision. Their ability to weed out the unnecessary and focus on the essential is what sets them apart and makes them action figures in an unstable world. The solitude they embrace is like a foundry that shapes the minds of the Chosen. Away from the thoughts of others and the chaos of daily life, they find the space to reflect and reassess their lives. They review their steps, question their choices, and most importantly, learn to trust themselves. Every decision made in solitude is like practicing self-confidence, which over time develops into an almost supernatural clarity. The pain sensor, the ability to empathize deeply with others. One of the most powerful abilities of the Chosen is to feel the pain of others deeply. This ability has an almost supernatural dimension. Like an invisible sensor, the Chosen pick up hidden emotions, unexpressed pain, and fears that people keep hidden even within themselves. This pain sensor develops in moments of loneliness, when the Chosen are forced to face their own pain. Thus, they develop a deep connection with human suffering and become not only empathic but also interpreters who can read the souls of others. On the other hand, while most people are lost in their own difficulties, the chosen ones overcome these obstacles and demonstrate the ability to connect with the pain of others. They don't just stay on the surface, they feel the emotions underneath, as if the suffering of others is an extension of their own. This is a rare gift that brings both a burden and a healing, because deep empathy is a constant invitation to invisibly carry the burdens of others. To understand the pain sensor, one must first understand the process they go through in solitude. When isolated, they are intensely confronted with their own emotions. Unfortunately, there are no distractions to alleviate the sharp feelings of fear, anxiety, or distress. Each emotion is experienced fully and without escape. Imagine being in a dark room, finding in every corner a piece of the past that you don't want to remember. In the silence, these memories come alive, and the chosen ones are forced to face them all. This direct confrontation teaches the chosen ones that everyone has their own wounds, and this realization opens the door to true empathy. Because as they recognize in others the pain they have already faced within themselves, empathy is like an ever-active spiritual antenna, picking up subtle emotional signals that others are unaware of. This trait enables a deep connection with others and allows the chosen to become spiritual guides for the people around them. Deep empathy allows the chosen to be a source of light in a world of dark emotions. The Time Alchemist. The ability to transform loneliness into wisdom and joy. The chosen have the ability to make time alone extraordinarily valuable. For them, solitude is not a burden but a spiritual laboratory where the search for happiness and wisdom takes place. This alchemy of time allows the chosen to find a home within themselves. The silence becomes a sacred space for self-discovery and growth. While many people try to escape loneliness by gathering with others or distracting themselves from the noise of the world, the chosen embrace solitude as a divine opportunity. In the silence, they find the space to reflect, meditate, and go to the deepest roots of their being. In this silence, profound and magical moments are experienced. Time, which for most people is a waiting game, becomes a treasure for the chosen ones. Being alone is like going on a daily spiritual retreat. Every moment is an opportunity to dive deep into inner feelings, thoughts, and goals. In this quiet space, they begin to perceive the often overlooked layers of life. The alchemy of the chosen goes beyond the simple acceptance of solitude. It is a process of active transformation. They not only tolerate loneliness, they use these moments as opportunities for growth. Just as classical alchemists sought to transform metal surfaces into gold, the chosen ones constantly strive to transform their life experiences into wisdom. Although they must be isolated from the outside world, they carry this spiritual wealth within them. As a result, the chosen ones embrace their solitude as a friend, and this allows them to connect deeply not only with themselves but also with others. In this free state of mind, they discover what they need and who they are. When they make good use of their time, every experience becomes a valuable lesson. The greatest triumph of the chosen is their ability to create a home within themselves. Their emotional independence comes not from coldness, but from discovering the unlimited source of love and acceptance within. This deep connection enriches their loneliness, and in the process allows them to go beyond self-knowledge and bring a different dimension to social relations. The chosen reflect the inner peace brought about by their solitude to the outside world. The moments they spend alone teach them not only their inner journey, but also how to interact with others. The chosen do not look outside for what they have found within themselves, so they live lightly and joyfully no matter what the circumstances. My friends, the chosen have the ability to turn the game of solitude to their advantage. Instead of getting lost in silence, they find strength, clarity, and happiness. Time alone becomes moments of pure connection with themselves, and they emerge even stronger. Have you ever thought about what solitude has the capacity to teach you? If you accept it as your friend, it is possible to take advantage of it. The faithful protector is not just a concept, it is a way of life. It is about embracing the journey of solitude, understanding that it is not a punishment but a gift. It is about recognizing the superpowers that lie within and using them to make a difference in the world. The faithful protector is someone who has mastered the art of solitude, who has learned to navigate the complexities of life with grace and wisdom. So, the next time you find yourself alone, remember that you are not just passing time, you are engaging in a transformative process. You are becoming a faithful protector, someone who is equipped to face the challenges of life with courage and resilience. Embrace the silence, listen to your inner voice, and let it guide you to the truth of who you are. In the end, the journey of the faithful protector is not just about personal growth. It is about contributing to the greater good. It is about using your unique gifts to inspire and uplift others. It is about being a beacon of light in a world that often seems dark. So go forth with confidence, knowing that you are chosen and that you have the power to make a difference. This version maintains the original themes and structure, but uses different wording and sentence structures to avoid repetition. The tone is more conversational and engaging, and the content is expanded to provide deeper insights and reflections.